What's happening, my nerds? It's your retro future boy Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to give you 3 reasons I still play Fallout 4. This video brought to you by
Nexus Security, protecting you from the unknown beyond the Nexus.
So, you know, I've gone on record multiple times just being a generally ornery bastard when it comes to Fallout 4. Performance, dialogue, lack of deep role-playing mechanics, the list goes on. Yet hundreds of hours in the game, 6 distinct series, building series, role-plays, let's plays, build guides. I must just be a glutton for punishment, huh? Well look, there are 3 distinct reasons I keep coming back to Fallout 4, and it's not so much that the game does any of these things better than any other game, but rather the combination of them within that open world that is so uniquely Bethesda, because no one else seems to be attempting that just for the minute. Look, it's just got a charm about it. So with no further gilding the lily and with no more ado, I give you reason number 1. Look, it's the armor and weapons. You know me, I like to play dress up. So back when I was doing those roleplay build videos, back when I was the roleplay gamer, hey, remember those? Listen, the best part of those videos wasn't coming up with a character, it wasn't putting together your special or your perks, because let's face it, the whole perk system is a little bit shallow and all your characters end up looking the same at the end of the day. But look, let me tell you, the best part of those videos was coming up with what equipment my character was going to use. Oh, yes, baby. The fact that you could mix and match your armor pieces and put armor over top of other armor and whatnot and then customize your weapons, and it's like, hey, look, I'll grab a plasma rifle, but do I want it to be a sniper or a shotgun? What in the world? That's absolutely fantastic. And it wasn't coming from a place of how do I do the most damage or how do I take the most hits, how am I more survivable, what bonuses can I stack. It was all about making your character look badass, like grabbing a raider character and putting it in like light raider armor or the sturdy or whatever you call it, and then having like one heavy arm just for that badass shoulder piece. You know what I'm talking about? Oh yeah. Listen, I'm not ashamed. That's the first reason I keep coming back to Fallout 4. Reason number 2. I'm talking atmosphere and music. Now don't get me wrong, I'm still of the opinion that Fallout 3 is the king when it comes to atmosphere. That world, man, so bleak and depressing that it felt like the post-apocalypse. I mean, stepping out of the vault for the first time and watching the world blur into view with the music swelling, holy hell. I mean, I've got a nostalgia connected to Fallout 3 that simultaneously makes me want to play the game and never play the game ever again because I don't want to feel depressed. It's that good of a world, in my opinion. Now, of course, we're talking about Fallout 4 here, not Fallout 3. Now, Fallout 4, in my opinion, doesn't come anywhere close to the atmosphere of Fallout 3 or New Vegas, but it's a Fallout game, and it's still got that atmosphere inherently in it. I mean, that 50s vision of the future, the retro futurism, hey, that's the whole point of my channel now, so you know I'm into that sort of shit. And the music, and I'm not just talking about the fantastic score by Inonzer, I believe it is. Listen, he also did the music for Dragon Age Origins. What a bloke, what a composer. I've always loved his work. I'm not just talking about the fantastic score, I'm talking about the radio, the in-game radio. It's one of my favorite things about the game, sadly, that I've experienced very little of, because I'll admit, the majority of my hours in Fallout 4 have been on camera, have been recordings for videos for YouTube, you know? I don't want to get copyright flagged, naturally, so I don't listen to the radio, but when I'm playing on my own, when I'm setting something up for a video, flicking the radio on, dude, it gets me. That's it. Listen, never underestimate the value, the importance of music in video games, TV, and movies. Imagine for a moment your favorite video game, movie, or television show completely devoid of music. Let's live in that world for just a second. How does that feel? Finally, reason 3. It's all about the mods, baby. Let me know in the comments down below how many of you saw this one coming. Alright, so listen. the mods in Fallout 4, where would we be without the Fallout 4 the whole Bethesda modding community. Let's hope it never dies and it doesn't get quashed by Bethesda's Creation Club nonsense. But Fallout 4 has, you know, it has its strats. It's fun vanilla for a time, but eventually you got to install the mods. And I know I've gone on record kind of being salty about installing mods. It's not the mods that bother me. It's more Fallout 4's aging engine that inevitably breaks when you start modding it. That's just been my experience with it. But let me shout out some fantastic mods like Cross's Cybernetics, which, look, is one of my personal favorites because it lets me be a cyborg. The dream, dude, the dream. It's just a matter of time for me. I'm just waiting for the technology, and then legs, shitty legs, you're out of here. I'm getting some dank new ones like Darth Maul, baby. And also, how can we leave out King Gath? I mean, King Gath, the amazing work he's done on Sim Settlements. Like, it's its own game. It may as well be its own game. I'm just waiting for King Gath to finally say, fuck it, I'm fed up with this Fallout 4 nonsense. I'm making my own game. I want to play that. Listen, that one's going to be incredible. But I want to know, what are your favorite mods? Let me know in the comments down below. So there you have it. Those are my 3 big reasons that I keep returning to Fallout 4. You know, I can get burnt out from time to time, multiple times, like 5 or 6 times now. But there's that little itch, that part of me that goes, hey man, wouldn't you love to spin up another character and maybe try something you haven't done before? Hey, just think about all those armor and weapons. Think about going through the wiki and figuring out what you want your character to wear, and then finding dank weapons and customizing them and whatnot. And I go, oh! And then go, what? But hang on. What about the soundtrack? What about that atmosphere though? And I go, oh! And I think, what about mods? How about you try some mods that you haven't installed before? How about that, Ricky Summer? And I go, oh! Holy shit! That's why I keep coming back, guys. That's why I can't help myself. I'm so mad. I can't do it. But let me know in the comments down below, why do you keep coming back to Fallout 4? Hey, maybe you've never left. And in that case, what is it about Fallout 4 that you just keep playing over and over and over again? And furthermore, throw down there, hey, are there any games out there that scratch the Fallout 4 itch that are not Bethesda games? Because I know, listen, it's kind of low-hanging fruit to just put Skyrim down there. That's low-hanging fruit. Don't do that. But like, is there anything else? Let me know down there, guys. Hey, look, thank you very much for watching. Taste the game. Be excellent to each other. And I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer, out.